Hi viewers, today we're going to read a book about bats. Bats by Elizabeth Carney. This is a table of contents. What's a bat? I sleep by day, I fly by night. I have no feathers to aid my flight. What am I? The answer is a bat. A bat is a mammal. Mammals are animals that nurse their young, have hair, and are warm-blooded. Humans, dogs, and whales are all mammals. But bats have a special ability. They can fly. Bat words. Mammal. A warm-blooded animal that drinks its mother's milk, has a backbone, and has hair. Flying fox bats. Cool. Bat food. There are about 1,200 types of bats in the world. Most of them eat insects. Insect-eating bats are usually small in size. There are more than 150 types of fruit bats. These bats are usually larger and search for sweet fruits and other plants. Silky short-tailed bat feeding. It looks so cute. A few bats hunt for larger prey, such as frogs, birds, or mice. Some people think all bats suck your blood. This is not true. Only 3 kinds of bats drink blood. This group is known as vampire bats. They mostly feed on the blood of animals like cows and deer, not humans. Vampire bat. Fringed lip bat eating a frog. Night flight. Did you know that while you're fast asleep, bats are busy filling their bellies? Bats are nocturnal, meaning they're active at night. This way of life has many advantages for a bat. Insect-eating bats often feast on bugs that come out after dark. Pollen and nectar-eating bats might feed on plants that only open at night. Nectar is a sweet liquid made by flowers. Thousands of wrinkled-lipped bats leaving a cave at dusk. Bat words. Nocturnal. The state of being active at night. Nectar. A sweet liquid made by flowers. Bat bodies. Scientists call bats Chiroptera, a Greek name that means hand wing. That's because bats have 4 fingers, a thumb just like us, a thin layer of skin connects the fingers. This forms a wing. Bats also have sensitive nose and big ears. Their big ears help some bats see with sound. The next page we see the parts of a body of a bat. So cool, right? In the pitch black night, bats can scoop up a tiny insect with ease. No flight required. How do they do it? They make a sound that travels until it hits an object. Then it bounces off the object and travels back to the bat. From this echo, the bat can tell an object's size and how far away it is. This is called echolocation. Echolocation. A system in some animals for locating objects using sound waves. Funny face. Some bats have strange-looking faces. special ears, noses, and mouths to help bats tune in to make sounds while they use echolocation. Their faces may look odd to us but for bats, their features work perfectly. False vampire bat, Amazonian bat, spotted bat, big-eared bat. See, we could see a lot of types of bats over here, and they all look cute in a way. Hanging out. When bats are not hunting for food, they are usually hiding in a roost. Roosts can be caves, treetops, or attics. Bats pick places that are well hidden and protect them from bad weather. When most bats rest in their roost, they hang upside down. Backwards, roost. The place where animals such as bats and certain types of bird rest. Little red-headed flying foxes roosting in a tree. That's a lot of bats. Have you ever hung upside down? Down in a jungle gym? You might start to feel dizzy. Bats have special ways to keep their blood flowing properly so they never feel dizzy. Bats can take off from the ground like birds do. They have to fall into flight. Hanging upside down is the best way to make a quick getaway. Bats hanging in a flying cave. Whoa! Baby bats. Baby bats, called pups, completely depend on their mothers after they're born. They're blind, hairless, and can't fly. They cling into their mother's fur. The pups nurse their mother's milk until their wings are strong enough to fly. Mother and baby bat. They both look so cute. Gampinian, a polluted bat, mother and baby flying. Bat rescue. During storms in an Australian rainforest, wind can knock baby bats to the forest floor. The babies usually don't survive unless wildlife workers come to the rescue. The lucky bats are taken to a bat hospital. These babies are bundled into blankets and fed milk from a bottle. After a few months, they're strong enough to return to the wild. Rescued bats in Queensland, Australia. Wow, so cute! Nature's helpers. A world without bats wouldn't be very nice. Bats are an important part of the ecosystem. Insect-eating bats gobble up millions of bugs. Many of these insects are pests that could harm humans or destroy crops. Bats keep their numbers under control. Other bats keep forests healthy by spreading seeds and pollen. This allows trees and flowers to multiply. Hairy-legged nectar bat with pollen on head and shoulders. Batworts. Ecosystem, the environment in which living things living. Bat myths busted. Some people have misunderstandings about bats. Here are a few common myths that drive experts batty. Myth. Bats are blind. Truth. Bats have excellent eyesight. Some bats hunt using sight alone. Myth. Bats are dirty. Truth. Bats actually are neat freaks. They groom themselves frequently. Mothers lick their babies to keep them clean. Myth. Bats get stuck in hair. Truth. With sharp senses and echolocation, bats are very good flyers. They can avoid obstacles the width of a thread. Myth. Vampire bats turn into human vampires. Truth. There's no such thing as a human vampire, and bats certainly do not turn into them. Bat Hall of Fame. Teeny tiny, the smallest bat in the world is a bumblebee bat. Its wingspan is 5 inches across its body, the size of a jelly bean. Mega wings. The largest bat is the 3-pound flying fox. Its wingspan can be 6 feet long. That's longer than you are tall. Happy camper. The Haldurian white bat makes tents out of leaves to protect itself from constant rain showers. Most crowded home. 20 million Mexican free-tailed bats live in one Texas cave. These bats are also the fanciest flyers. They can soar high as 10,000 feet and zoom through the air at speeds of over 40 miles an hour. Biggest appetite. Little brown bats can eat up to 1,200 mosquitoes in one night. Yum! Glossary. Mammal. A warm-blooded animal that nurses its young and has backbone and hair. Echolocation. A system in some animals for locating using sound waves. Roost. The place where animals such as bats and certain types of birds rest. Nectar. A sweet liquid made by flowers. Nocturnal. The state of being active at night. Ecosystem. The environment in which living things live in. Hope you enjoyed the book. Happy reading. Bye.